So, picture this for a second. You've just walked out of a massively crowded event. You know the drill. Maybe it's a huge industry expo, a packed convention, or even a sold-out concert. You pull out your phone, open your rideshare app to head back to your hotel or the airport, and bam, there it is, the dreaded surge pricing. You're just standing there, staring at this massive inflated number on your screen, and you're entirely on your own. It's a genuinely painful travel moment, right? I mean, we have all experienced it. But for today's explainer, we are going to be looking at a tool designed specifically for moments exactly like this. It's called CoFare.
$84. That is an actual, illustrative example right from our source material of a solo fare from the Anaheim Convention Center to LAX. And honestly, here is the incredibly frustrating realization that makes a price tag like this so painful. As you stand there in that convention center lobby, just staring at that $84, there is almost certainly someone else standing like 10 feet away from you who is about to pay that exact same $84 to go the exact same way. It is literally a massive waste of money. It just means there's going to be an empty seat in your car going to the exact same place. And look, the problem hasn't been that people refuse to share rides. The real issue is that, until now, we just haven't had a way to actually find that person standing across the lobby before we both go and book separately.
Okay, let's dive into this, because to solve this whole mess, CoFare operates as what we call a match layer. It is entirely a peer-to-peer coordination platform, and I want to be absolutely clear about what it's not, okay? CoFare is not a taxi company. It doesn't run a fleet of drivers, it doesn't take a cut of your ride fare, and it's definitely not a pooled ride service where you get randomly matched after you've already booked. Not at all. It is simply the missing link for coordination. It matches you with another rider before anyone calls a car, you coordinate, you meet up, and then you book one normal rideshare together, completely outside of the CoFare app.
To really grasp how clever this is, let's walk through a highly relatable convention travel example from the sources. Let's say you've just landed at LAX and you're heading down to Disneyland for a major event. Instead of just booking a ride and eating that whole crazy cost yourself, you open CoFare first. It takes, maybe 15 seconds? You simply post your trip by setting your pickup location, your destination, and your travel time. That's the whole shebang. You are basically just putting your hand up and saying, hey, I'm heading this way, is anyone else?
Let's move to and see how this builds, because instantly the app goes to work and reveals the overlaps. It discovers available riders who are heading the exact same way, finding people nearby whose pickups and destinations fall within a really close radius of yours. And because it's a major route, LAX to Anaheim, and you're traveling during a big event window, your odds of getting a match are incredibly high. Plus, the app shows you the exact logistics, right down to the departure time and walking distance before you even request to match with them.
Now, you might be wondering, well, what if I post my trip, but no one happens to be going my way at that exact second? Don't worry, the app has this fantastic schedule and notify feature to handle exactly that. You simply set your trip schedule, and then you just let the app do all the heavy lifting in the background. It continually searches. So if someone else lands at the airport, say 20 minutes later, and posts a trip heading to the same convention center, the app notifies you instantly that a match has appeared. You're going anyway, right? So you have absolutely nothing to lose by just letting the system search for a match while you grab a coffee or wait for your bags. Once a potential match pops up, you get to verify all those logistics before making any kind of commitment. The map view highlights exactly how close the connection is. Like in this case, the walk to your match's pickup spot is only a 3-minute walk away. That's, 0.15 miles? Super easy. The drop-offs are also just a few minutes apart. The system deliberately surfaces the closest matches first, which works perfectly for places like sprawling airports or large campuses, where your exact terminal might differ slightly, but your overall route is identical. It ensures the connection is perfectly convenient before you even send that request.
And this brilliantly illustrates the next step. Once you both agree to match, your real names and photos are shared, but importantly, your actual phone numbers are never exchanged. Instead, you use a secure built-in chat feature. This is where you iron out all the final details. You might shoot a quick message like, hey, want to just meet in your Terminal 1? You securely agree on a busy public pickup spot that you are both totally comfortable with, and this is also where you decide which one of you is actually going to open up your normal rideshare app and call the car. All of this crucial coordination happens seamlessly before a single dime is spent booking the ride.
Now, while saving money is obviously the primary driver here, our sources highlight something truly fascinating when it comes to convention travel, and that is the serendipity of the platform. When you're traveling for an industry event, CoFare unlocks this fantastic networking bonus. Just think about it for a second. If you match with someone leaving the same hotel and heading to the exact same expo center on a Tuesday morning, there's a massive chance they're in your industry and attending your exact conference. So you're not just sharing a ride logistically, you are potentially meeting a really valuable contact, sharing insights before the day even officially begins. It basically turns a boring commute into a highly productive networking opportunity.
But of course, we have to return to the math, because the math is just undeniably obvious here. Let's go back to our initial example from Anaheim to LAX. That solo fare was an eye-watering $84. By using a match layer to coordinate, you take that exact same car on that exact same route, and you effectively cut an expensive journey entirely in half. It's now just $42 each. You split the fare in whatever way works best for both of you. Cash, Venmo, you name it. Because remember, CoFare doesn't handle the payments. You get the exact same ride, but you keep a really significant amount of money right in your pocket.
So, the crucial point is, how does CoFare sustain this without taking a huge cut of your savings? Well, they use a radically transparent pricing model based on passes. Passes start at just $2.50 each. There are absolutely no subscriptions, ever. It is purely pay-as-you-go. Plus, your passes never expire. And honestly, here is the best part. A pass only deducts from your account when a matched ride actually completes. If you cancel, if the other person is a no-show, or if no match is found at all, it costs you absolutely nothing. They actually even give you your first match totally free, with no credit card required, just to try it out.
Which brings us to the ultimate takeaway from today's explainer. When you step out of that convention center or grab your bags off the carousel at the airport, and you know for a fact there are dozens of people all around you heading in the exact same direction, it really begs this question. With a simple match layer allowing you to coordinate securely and easily, why pay the full fare yourself?